This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we got Big Meech and Little Meech linking up with Icewear Vezzo. I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's over for Big Meech and Little Meech. I don't know. I guess, like, some people still hang on to that legacy of BMF. But the past year, that's out the window. It's obvious Terry was the guy running the operation, and Big Meech is the one that kind of like brought the heat on initially. Now, Icewear Vezzo, he didn't even know Big Meech. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Icewear Vezzo. I like his music. He didn't even know Big Meech, and Big Meech, like, we didn't even really know he was from Detroit. Like, when he was doing all the stuff with Smack DVD and everything, they weren't repping Detroit like that. It was mostly an Atlanta thing, right? Once you started doing more history on BMF later, you realize, he started in Detroit and da-da-da-da, But anyways, for some reason he's hanging out. There's nothing that Big Meech and them can offer. Maybe Icewear Vezzo is interested in getting in on that club. There's like a 24K club he's opening in Miami. That's possible. Icewear Vezzo is very successful independently. And Little Meech, who knows what's going to happen with him? I guess he's going to just have his boutique store, But Fetty Wap will reportedly remain in home confinement until November 2026. I think he has to have permission every time he leaves to do work stuff like recording or anything like that. But, I mean, that's a good, he gets to be home. I don't know what he's going to do for money, but because, usually he'd have to tour or something. But maybe they'll let him do shows. I have no idea. Pooh Shiesty stamps Maine Music and BG for being certified in the pen. That's a super random post. I saw that just two days ago. Pooh Shiesty all of a sudden says he is the streets, when originally he said F the streets. So it's like, make up your mind, man. Like, is it F the streets or you are the streets? But this is what he said here.
Shout out to a lot of other solid too, though. It's a lot of other solid that I can vouch for, put my stamp on, of me being around and being, really through there. Shout out Maine Music, certified, BG, BG certified, stomping through that bitch margin on the yard. Shout out to a lot of other solid.
I'm a fan of hip hop, so I'm listening to all the young, the Pooh Shiesty and
Okay, so hey, Pooh Shiesty is confused, but he has the best record out right now from someone from the street. If he wants to be from the street for real, he has the best record out. His first day out was some of the best music I've heard in a while. Okay, a lot of people have been dropping garbage. Okay, garbage. Okay, I know this is a stray here, but I'm gonna be I gotta be more. The more interviews I see with Max B and French Montana, I just gotta be super real. Max B needs to work on he needs to work on music, because that French Montana gave him a hit record ever since he left me, right? He gave it over. He says, okay, we're gonna do this. I respect that, because he owed, he owed for sure, because Max B and him in the beginning, that really helped French in the beginning. It really did. All right. So, and he's paying his debt, and I totally respect that. But Max B was so trash on that record, so trash. I mean, the auto-tune thing, like, we're going to pretend like that was good. French Montana was doing his thing on it. Then all of a sudden, Max B comes in, trash. Trash. That doesn't mean I don't like Max B, but I'm going to be honest about the music. Trash. Let's just be real. Now, I hope he gets his groove back. I think he jumped in too quick. Too quick. He should have been dropping singles instead of dropping a whole tape. That was a little, like, too much. Like, you weren't ready for that. You should have just done singles for the next 6 months until you got your groove back. Stunna Girl jumps on Blueface's stream. I don't know if he's going to be part of the 101 Dalmatians, but You know, they were doing something there. She was rating him at 10. Something's going on there. Maybe she'll be part of the crew. Who knows? Selena Powell has a new way of exposing people. She was charging $250 for the video with her and Offset that she recorded. Now, Offset's trying to take her to court over this. Look at this. This girl does video calls for $50 a minute. Chats, phone calls for $25 a minute. And I guess a chat is just $5. That's how they're making so much money on OnlyFans. Look at this. That's how she's making so much money. All right, so Lil Wayne was mad. His team lost. He said, we had a loss playoff game to a guy with purple nails. We suck bare ass. Bare ass. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs straight like that. Then someone said, I know you're not being a homophobe out here. Look at you kissing Birdman. And that's a fact. I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I like Lil Wayne's music and everything, the 90s and early 2000s were spooky for Lil Wayne, all right? Remember when he was at 106 in Park? A lot of people remember this. They free asked Birdman, oh, so you kissing any girls? And Wayne got the mic and said, he only kisses me. I said, whoa, pause, my G. I mean, that was crazy. And then this video, this came out 2 years after that. It was like, bro, what was going on in that house in the 90s, bro? In the 90s and early 2000s, what was going on with these guys? What was going on with them? Spooky. All right, so we got. All right, so Tupac. They keep trying to sell this car that Tupac died in. It's a 1996 7 Series. This is the one he was shot in. They want 1.75 for it now. But I'm gonna tell you, they're never gonna sell this for 1.7 million. Okay, look, they've been doing this for years. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Back in 2017, they wanted 1.5 for it. It's not going to sell. Nobody wants it for that much money. Why would you want a car that someone died in? Why? It's like that's a little too much. It seems like Cameron's set to destroy Jim Jones's. He's helped Jim Jones by engaging with him over the years when they have their little beefs, even this time. But I think Jim Jones just went too far this time. Like, he can see that Jim Jones is really out to destroy Cameron's character. Like, Cameron was scared to come outside and all this other stuff. So now he's like, all right, let's start releasing the tapes we got on Jim Jones. He's always teased this tape of Jim Jones going down to try to beat up Dame Dash. That was released yesterday. Jim Jones turned down the fair one with Dame Dash, punked out, scared. And he's down to ruin this tough guy image that Jim Jones has. Jim Jones is not the tough guy. He keeps Bloods around him, and he uses their muscle. I've experienced this firsthand, okay? Pause, all right? Experienced it firsthand. Jim Jones used to threaten me during the Max B days, right, all the time. And then when he saw me, nothing happened. I even went down to Chung King once at the studio. And I said, all right, well, it is what it is. Because I was like, figure, you know what? Just beat me up. I was on some Dame Dash stuff. Just beat me up, bro. Let's get it over with, so I can get on with my day. Well, we ended up doing footage together. So I was like, all right, Jim Jones isn't really unreasonable. I thought that was unreasonable. He wanted to beat me up over Max B, Like, I was like, you got to go beat up Max B, bro. He's in the Bronx every day. You guys know where he stays. It wasn't a secret. Max B was always outside. But, yeah, Jim Jones is too much, bro. Like, he's making up lies about Cameron and Dame Dash now. Like, Dame Dash is ridiculous himself in 2026, just going on the Breakfast Club and making crazy allegations. I'm going to be the CEO of Revolt. They just lying. But you can't erase Dame Dash's history, okay? 2005 and before, well, I'll say 2006 and before, Dame Dash was, Dame Dash, all right? I'm sure he made a lot of mistakes at Rockefeller. That's why him and Jay-Z broke up. But he was still Dame Dash, and that's he inspired a whole generation. He inspired a lot of things that happened from 1996 to 2005. So you can't take that away from him. All right? Just like you can't take away Jim Jones and what he did with Dipset, okay? Everybody has their roles, okay? But things get ridiculous at one point, you know? I heard Mel Matrix isn't even messing with Jim Jones anymore. I don't know how truthful that isn't. I'm sure Joel's just wants to stay out of this. It's the smartest thing to do because it's nonsense. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.